Hey everyone, Karnak, Star Wars Armada Explained. It's your buddy, it's your pal. Thanks for joining me. We're going to be looking at an Imperial officer today. We're going to be looking at Commander Woldar, the Woldar himself. Anyway, this guy has got some serious chops going on in his art. I love it. So, Commander Woldar, how do you know he equips to the officer slot? If you look at the bottom left-hand corner of his card, you'll see that the icon is there for that. He is faction specific for the Empire only, but you can see there next to his point cost, which is 4 points. Very reasonable. Commander Woldar is a unique officer. If you look there in front of his name, you're going to see a little dot or bullet point signifies he's unique. You only have one of him in your fleet. His card reads, while a friendly, non-swarm squadron at distance 1 to 3 is attacking a squadron, it may re-roll one die of any color. So what's Commander Wolder's purpose for the Empire? Well, he's pretty much a semi-sort of equivalent of Tolan Far. So Tolan Far for the Rebels is any squadron at distance 1 to 3, or is it medium range? No, 1 to 3 of her. She's 7 points, but they can reroll any blue die. But she also helps out ships too. So Empire was kind of sad because, we had squadrons of Swarm that could reroll, but nothing else could. And so that just kind of was like, we wish we had something. Well, they've given us something. And for 4 points, there's a reason potentially why you may want to bring him. Because it's trying to, again, with Imperial Squadrons, trying to inverse more creative list diversity and to encourage bringing other squadrons that maybe you wouldn't bring as much. Like, for example, YV666s often struggle with the fact that they're not brought, largely because they're slow, but also because they have no reroll capability with the double blue, double black. So again, really helping out, especially like, for example, the Gauntlet Fighters, they have that really fickle red die on assault, or again, other squadrons that don't have Swarm that need the help. So it's just trying to encourage more help with reroll. So again, any non-swarm squadron. So that means no TIE fighters, no TIE interceptors, any squadrons that have swarm, they can't be. This card will not help them. So you don't want to bring those kinds of squadrons. But another thing too is again that this card only works when a squadron is attacking another squadron. It does not work when you're attacking ships. So these squadrons still have really crummy anti-ship dice, are still going to have really crummy anti-ship dice. That's not going to help them. But if you're looking to try to win the squadron game a little harder, that's what his purpose is for 4 points. Where are you going to see him? By and large, on flotillas. Flotillas typically don't have officers riding with them anyway, and typically the flotillas, you are wanting to push squadrons, you want them near the squadron fight. So that makes sense for pretty much where you want them to be. So just to go through the example here. So again, while a friendly non-swarm squadron is at distance 1 to 3 is attacking, so we're going to say that this YV66, he's wanting to attack. So where do you arrange that from? Well, you've got the black circles, distance 1, red is 2, orange is 3. So when you're measuring for that distance, as long as you are touching, from the physical plastic base of the ship model to the squadron, that is considered at distance 3. Now, when you're doing this measurement, you do not measure from the ship dials, the shield dials. Shield dials and shield frames do not count when doing your measurings, but also take into account that you also do not measure from the cardboard. You only measure from the black cardboard when making attacks. So where do you measure from? The physical ship plastic base. You are measuring from the plastic base, that white part there, to the closest point of the squadron. You can see there that's distance 1 to 3. That's what we're looking for, or any part in within that. So it's got quite a bit of hefty range on it if you think about it. So again, this YV66 he wants to attack this X-wing. He rolls his attack pool, which is the 2 red die, or excuse me, 2 blue die, 2 black. And hey, he got the 3 damage, but that pesky accuracy he would have had to keep, and it wouldn't be very useful for him. With Commander Woldar, he is a non-swarm squadron. We see that. He's at distance 1 to 3. He's attacking a squadron. He can re-roll 1 die of any color, so he's going to re-roll this blue. And hey, got 4 hits. That's not enough to kill that X-Wing, but man, he seriously managed to injure it, so that maybe something else can potentially take him out. So that is Commander Woldar. That's what he's good at. That's what he's successful at. And it's interesting to see maybe if you'll see some more of these other squadrons, like TIE Advanced, potentially brought more, or the Phantoms, because they have a little bit more reliability in terms of reroll when attacking now. But again, you still having to put that Gazanti closer towards the fight, where potentially if there's a large ship limbering about, it might get that accuracy to this obliterate it, and then where will you be? But that's Commander Woldar. There is no other crazy interactions going on here. He works with any friendly squadron as long as they do not have the swarm keyword. Of course, if you feel like I missed anything, or if I got something wrong, please be sure to point it out. Let me know. I know you guys, some of you are chomping at the bit, like, where's your Eli Bantro video? It's coming. I'm just verifying everything. Want to make sure it's all correct. That will likely be the next card I do. You guys are fantastic, great. Again, I'll catch you all next time.